Wheels down, confirm.
In God.
Thank you very much, everybody. That's really great. Thank you. Thank you for being here. It's a good crowd. I thought I was just going to be seeing some very proud sheriffs and great law enforcement people, and it's beautiful. This weather is so beautiful. The heat, I love the heat. I'm thrilled to be back in my home state, Florida. Today I'm honored to receive the endorsement of dozens of incredible Florida sheriffs. And we just received, as sheriffs will be happy to hear, we just received the endorsement of many, many police organizations all over the United States. I can't imagine they're endorsing the other side. I would say the way things are going, I would think that's a tough endorsement, wouldn't you think? This morning I was also deeply grateful to meet so many other great law enforcement. They came to the Oval Office, they came to the White House, and there's a big love affair between us and law enforcement, and it's especially great in Florida, in the state of Florida, and I appreciate it. I know the gentlemen behind me, and they have been doing a fantastic job. As long as I'm president, I will never defund your police, that I promise you. We may increase your police, but we'll not defund. Instead, we'll defend our police. We'll give our law enforcement heroes the resources, equipment, and support and respect that they so richly deserve. We're delighted to be joined today by a very good friend of mine, a man who is a great governor and is a great senator, Rick Scott, wherever Rick is. Rick, thank you. Alex Azar, the man that's really heading our COVID, you know, they're starting to give us very good marks. Do you notice that? We're getting very high marks on this China virus. Should have never come here. Should have never come here. They should have never allowed it to happen. Where is Rick and where is Alex? Where are they all standing? There's someplace here. There they are. Hi, fellas. Thank you, and good job, Alex. And proud sheriffs, police chiefs, all from across this incredible state, we appreciate you being here. Later today, Governor DeSantis, Senator Scott, and I will participate in a briefing on Florida's battle against the China virus. My administration is also closely monitoring the hurricane approaching the Florida coast. In fact, I got to get out of here. It's right behind me. I'm leaving. It's not far off, I will tell you. You know, it's not too for good luck. Have a great evening. Have a great evening, fellas. But we'll do whatever's necessary to help Florida and this storm. I guess it's going to be a pretty rough storm, but I know one thing. After having done this for 3.5 years, you've seen worse. You've seen some beauties. And as soon as those storms came in, I signed those emergency declarations before Rick would even ask for it, or before Ron would even ask for it. And they asked very quickly, both of them, I can tell you. I've got complete confidence in your governor. He's doing a fantastic job, and I have, as you know, oh, that's good. I'm going to tell him. And I have complete confidence in the strength and resilience of this incredible state and the incredible people, my friends in this state. Thank you. In recent months, our nation has witnessed an appalling assault on America's law enforcement and law enforcement officers, incredible people, and it's been very unfair, and they're not given the backup that they have to get from elected officials. In many cases, I don't call it leadership. I don't think it's leadership. They just happen to be elected, but they're not leaders. Radical left agitators and anarchists in Portland have burned city streets and attacked law enforcement with bricks and cinder blocks and fireworks and explosives. And they say water, that's just water. Oh, really? Frozen water in frozen bottles that they throw. And food, you know, they bring food, canned soup. And they say, you know, they're pros. A lot of them are professionals, and they're professional anarchists. Canned soup, you say, oh, that's nice. Isn't that nice? I wonder what kind of soup it is, but it's meant to throw. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup for my family. Isn't that nice? But they use it to throw. You guys understand that. I don't think you see it down here too much, but they see it in Portland. If you saw it down here, they wouldn't be throwing it long. It wouldn't be long. They wouldn't. In a you saw that have embraced Nancy Pelosi referred to troopers. They must be stopped. Your police, she's saying, must be stopped. The people that are anarchists and the people that are terrorists and all of these, but they don't have to be stopped, but she wants our police officers to be stopped. That's not happening. Even worse, Joe Biden has viciously slandered our police, if he actually knew what he was talking about, which I don't think. You don't take it personally, because he has no idea what he's talking about. Just says, reads whatever they put. They put it there and reads it. Sometimes he reads it, and sometimes he doesn't. Pretty soon he won't be able to do that either. And said that when the well-armed officers do their job, enforce the law, they become the enemy. Oh, I see. I see. They become the enemy when they enforce the law. That's nice. When asked recently if he supports cutting police budgets, Biden looked at them and said, yes, absolutely. But again, I don't think he knew exactly what the question meant. Too complicated. In Biden's unity platform developed with socialist Bernie Sanders, crazy Bernie, you know Bernie? Everybody here Bernie? He's the only guy I've ever seen that loses, and he goes like there's nothing happened. I never saw a better loser than Bernie. They took the election away from him twice. If Pocahontas wouldn't have run, you know that, he would have won Super Tuesday. She stayed in Super Tuesday, left right after Super Tuesday. If she stayed and if she would have left the race just a few days before, the day before, Bernie would have gotten the thing. And then he gets out and he's friends with everybody like nothing happened. I don't know. I don't know if he's got another run in him. Does he have another run? I don't think so. He's not looking too good, but he's a great loser. And I have to say, you know, Bernie's people, we got, I think, 15% of our vote, was Bernie people voting for us. You know why? Because they love Trump on trade. Because I stop and trade. Look at what we did with China. We took in tens of billions of dollars. And before the plague came in, we were doing so great. We were doing better than any country has ever done. We were beating China at every level. They were in a year, 67 years ago. It's the worst they've ever done. 67 years, they were having the worst year, and we were having the best year we ever had. Our economy, our jobs, whether it's African-American employment, Asian-American employment, women, Hispanic employment was the best ever in history. Hispanic employment. Who's Hispanic? Any Hispanics in the crowd? Yes. Raise your hand. Yep. And you've done great. And your home ownership and every aspect. You know, you look at people without a diploma, high school. People with a diploma in high school. People went to college, finished college, didn't finish. They have more groups than you've ever heard. Every single group was doing the best they've ever done. The stock market was the highest it ever was, although I must tell you it's getting very close right now. NASDAQ actually is higher. It's actually higher. And we had the best job numbers just recently, but we had the best of everything. The good news, we rebuilt our military, $2.5 trillion. $2.5 trillion. Think of that. We totally rebuilt our military. When I took it over, it was depleted. We had jets, fighter jets that were 52 years old. I wouldn't want to be in a fighter jet. I don't care who the enemy is. It's 52 years old. It's got to be better, right? But we have now all brand new fighter jets, lots of F-35s, a super jet. We have new missiles and new rockets and new everything, new tanks. We have a brand new military. Most of the equipment's delivered. A lot of it's actually coming, but it's coming very soon. All built in the USA, made in the USA. It's very important. So we have people like Bernie want to reimagine public safety. They want to reimagine it. That's what they talk about. We're going to reimagine. We'll reimagine them. I don't know much about what they do. I can tell you one thing. I support them, and the reason I support them is there's nobody better in the world. They don't have to reimagine. They know exactly what they're doing. Every day they get up and they go to work. They know what they're doing. And, you know, nationwide, our crime, now this is hard with Chicago and all these places run by the radical left, which is what they're run by. But our numbers nationwide, you know, are the best they've ever been. We have very good crime numbers nationwide. That's pretty amazing when you add a couple of places like Portland and Seattle and Chicago. But that's the way it is. But you have people, radicals like Representatives Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. That's a beauty. That's a real beauty. AOC, I call it AOC plus 3. Ilhan Omar, who doesn't love our country. Doesn't love our country. You're going to get me in trouble. I won't say what you said. Last time that happened, they said, they made the exact same, don't worry. They made the exact same statement as you, and they criticized me for not getting angry at the people in the audience. You remember that? So we won't say it, but they know what I mean. And Rashida Tlaib, that's another one. That's great. And they all mean to defund and disband police departments. That's what they want to do, defund and disband the police. Biden and Bernie's manifesto. So, you know, they agreed to a manifesto. I call it a manifesto. They don't call it that. It is a manifesto. But it's sort of strange because, you know, we thought it would go right. That's further left than Bernie ever was, if you look. Here, we'll go way. I think we'll vote for Trump. And gas. Guns. That's something happened. Immediately go. They protect child murderers I see in Boston killed so many people. For local police was about 80% of the drop in federal was allowed to go wild. We've taken thousands. $166 wall anymore. Used to be the wall. Southern border protection. Some places a long time. Patrol ice. Do you want a nice solid concrete? We need to steel, sir, but we all sir, if you could put heavy a little bit much. And the plate very tough to climb. That's for anti-climb. By the and we act miles. Wherever the wall. So the very race, color, and background. Who country uplift our communities, families, and the border better. And they want great people in their house. In fact, they gave me the with Venezuela taking care of Cuba. Against law enforcement is if Joe Biden is elected, spread to every community. It's been incredible. Courthouse. That these days, so house started yesterday to big trouble. Emptied out the park last night. You know, if they don't, people, and we'll take care of it very quickly. But security, because they protected the courthouse. By the time they were looking, will never. Citizens will be totally defend the American way of life, not be considered the best we mean it. Approach as president, I will always fire ambulances and triple our sheriffs all over. Plus military equipment to and a lot of it is just getting older and older. And one of the first things about the United States, you had hundreds of many people. I won't even give you who were bullets. Here and anywhere in this single day, I do anyway. I fight like hell for our police, and sometimes I'll see it. I'll see it on the other side. I'll see it with the Democrats. They always want to cut back from the police. And you know, you're talking about peanuts. You're talking about small amounts of money relative to the kind of horror that can happen with death and with destruction and all of the things you look at. These people are great, and they do a phenomenal job. They're brave, they're strong, and frankly, I know they're well paid. They're not well paid enough as far as I'm concerned. And I'll work with the Republican Congress, where we have great support and great support for law enforcement, to confront the far-left local prosecutors in Democratic-run cities who are refusing to prosecute crimes, even murder. And when they do, they let people out almost instantly. It's incredible. Not even, you wouldn't even believe it could be happening. They have murderers in Philadelphia. Take a look at your prosecutor, your chief prosecutor in Philadelphia, and what's happening in that city, where people that kill, people that murder, get out automatically and quickly, or don't even go to jail at all. Killers. We'll drive out the fanatical anti-police ideology of the radical socialists, Marxists, anarchists, and agitators. And I'll fight to ensure that criminals who murder our police officers immediately and quickly, with a fair trial, but quickly, receive the death penalty. Together we will keep American families safe, we'll make every American community secure, and we will make America great again. You've heard that before. That's what's happened. And we were there until the virus came upon us, and we'll soon be there again. We'll soon be there again. And China, we have not forgotten. We have not forgotten. I'd like now to ask Brevard County Sheriff Wayne Ivey to say a few words, followed by Pasco County Sheriff Chris Nacco, who's two fantastic people. Maybe you'll say a couple of words, please, Sheriff.
Sir. Thank you, sir. Mr. President, thank you for standing with us today. I'm Brevard County Sheriff Wayne Ivey, and today I'm extremely proud to stand with fellow sheriffs from across the state of Florida as we proudly give our support to President Donald J. Trump. Let there be no mistake, President Trump understands that government's one and only responsibility is to protect its citizens. That's why myself and thousands of law enforcement officers across our great nation support President Trump, as he understands that America's sheriffs and law enforcement officers are the first and last line of defense for our citizens and our constitutional rights. I've been a law enforcement officer for over 40 years, and I've never seen a time with challenges like our country suggest that it's okay to commit done. Folks, that has never stood. We need a of those men and women of law enforcement, businesses, and our way is to make absolutely and our there's one clear-cut candidate that is willing our protectors. In my view, there's only one who understands what law and order means. Our cops, and we're all proud to country. We thank you for all.
Down here, Rick Scott. President Donald Trump for the path of this hurricane. President Trump hurting. I'm also going to talk that we all deal with. During funding, President Trump did not. He's been fighting for more. He understands that. He understands that's our brothers, our sisters. That is reaching out there is that person who's had a drug. People that are out there that don't have a voice that President Trump gave to. And I'm very thankful to stand here with him because those are the issues we deal with. I'm very proud to have a president that is going to reach out and give them a helping hand. And that is something that's unfortunately lost in our society, is the big heart that this president has. May God bless our president. May God bless our country.
Thank you, Chris. Thanks, Chris. So, Chris and Wayne, thank you very much. It's incredible. These people, I shouldn't say this, but I will. I wanted to come down the stairs of that beautiful plane. I wanted to shake their hands, then I wanted to hug them and kiss them, but I won't be able to do that for about maybe 90 days or so. But we'll be back. We'll be back. But we want to thank you all. These are incredible people behind me. Law enforcement all over the country. They're working. Some are allowed to do their job. Many are not allowed to do their job anymore. And those are the places with trouble. But we're turning that around. We're turning it around very, very strongly. I will always be with these great people. I will always be with them. I will never let them down. And I will always be with the people of Florida. You're a special state. It's very important to me. And we're going to go on. You're seeing what's going on. Those polls are going up, up, up. We had an easy campaign, and then we got hit by the China virus, and China couldn't have been happier because they said, well, maybe we can get rid of that guy. That would be good. We don't want him as president. We like the other one very much. They would own this country. I tell you, if they dealt with Biden, they would own this country. Be very quick, too. It wouldn't take long. But it didn't happen that way with me. They've gone the opposite way. We were going one way up, and they were not doing well. So I just want to thank everybody here. Be careful a little bit tonight. It's a pretty big storm. I don't know if it's going to be a hurricane or not, but it's a storm. It's significant. And you know how to handle those storms and hurricanes better than anybody probably in the world, so I'm not overly worried. But we'll be here for you. The declaration's ready to be signed already before you even get hit. And I just want to thank again Florida, and I want to thank law enforcement. Incredible people. Thank you.